Jalen Wells, the second-year Grizz standout who started last
Still a
season.
rookie. The thing is, we always tell rookies, you're still a rookie until your first game.
Okay. Is that
So that was a vet move
Yes, sir,
of
brother.
what just happened right there.
comes in and gets tapped out, subbed in, and now, of
I like
course,
that belt, man. What's that?
Hey, watch out now. I've been watching. You see, you think I'm not watching when I am watching.
see, I have never understood the idea of belts being an important accessory. Like, I have one, brown, black, whatever. But I've never actually invested in belts, and then this is why I should, because that's the first thing you notice.
Listen, how about when I put it on today, I said, you know what? I might get a look from Jaren with this one.
How about that?
I might.
You did for me. That's it right there.
All right, put a name on it. What is
That's
this?
This honestly, this is one of my golf belts.
Okay.
I got my golf pants on.
Yeah,
This is all just in case. So the golf tee time is right when I leave from here.
I like that.
Okay.
I like that.
Okay. Jaren Jackson Jr. is now joining us, of course. Appreciate you being here. Obviously, the big news from the offseason, you got the contract extension done. Just what sort of sense of, I don't know if relief is the right word, but something comes over you once that's signed and you know where you are.
Yeah, it's not relief. It's just more urgency to get to the next step, next level. You always got a chip on your shoulder for everything, so I'm always going to give myself a reason to go harder. So I'm ready for the next step.
Physically, how are you feeling?
Great.
Ready to go, rock and roll?
Yeah, I'm progressing in the perfect way, listening to everybody's advice. But I think it's going to be something that the fans will love to see in terms of just how I'm progressing, how my game's progressing, how my mind is progressing. I think I've done everything right. Strengthen the right parts of my body and my mind, and I'm ready to rock, man.
You're one of the vets on this team now, obviously. In the past 6 seasons, you've had the same coach. Now you have a new coach.
Yep.
Just what's the difference in the new system, offensive philosophy, and just how are you feeling coming into this season about it?
Yeah, speed kills. I'm sure you're going to hear that 100 times from Tomas, and he's locked in. I think we're all on the same page. There's been so many meetings had from us to staff to whoever you want to call it, just to get us all unified, and that's the main thing with getting guys together, especially, we have new guys, new energy, rooks, ton of new stuff, and that's always good, but you always have to come together. You can't take for granted any sort of chemistry. You got to build that, like, every day. There is no, even right now, like, we're building it right now. Trust me. Yeah. Every little thing matters.
It was indicated to me that you guys were here a lot this offseason. Obviously, Ja, went on his tour, and you bounced around a little bit. But, we could hear balls bouncing in here quite often this offseason. Has it been abnormal, or this is the way it usually is, relative to how often Grizzlies players spend time in Memphis in the offseason?
Yeah, I mean, we're blessed to be able to have some money now, to be able to travel private and fly in and out quicker, which honestly saves you a lot of days in the off season. So when you're coming in and out of here, yeah, we were in here a lot. Like, I don't really remember. It was kind of a blur because, I mean, you're in here, you're at home. It just feels like you're at home, and sometimes those weeks go by in your head and you don't even realize you're just home all the time. But, I mean, this is a place to be. This is a place where a lot of us, well, actually not a lot of us, some of us has grown up here, and I just love it in here. So I don't know, man. I was with the summer league dudes. I saw everything around here.
So let me ask you specifically about the rehab process. By all accounts, it's going well. I talked to your head coach last week. He said way ahead of schedule. Then we got the official update on Friday from the franchise. It seemed to indicate that opening night is up in the air. Is that a proper
assessment? I'm right on pace.
You're right on pace.
Right on pace.
Is it a goal for you to be in uniform and on the court opening night?
I mean, it's a goal. If opening night was tomorrow, that would be my goal. It really don't matter. So that's always a goal.
Okay.
Well, there are a lot of changes this summer, and one was the one on your jersey. Mm-hmm. Talk about motivation for changing that, and something that I had to be alerted. My son had to let me know that his jersey is no longer a good one, that he needs a new one, and I didn't.
By the way, my son also, the way I found out Jaren Jackson Jr. has a new number was my son requesting a new jersey.
That was it, and I was like, what do you? We got enough. We got enough Speak on it.
It doesn't really feel like a change. It feels just right. It feels exactly how it should be. It feels exactly it's exactly what I want. And I think in my family, this is gonna hold a lot of weight forever. It's something no one can put into words for real. Me and my dad able to share another number, and me to honor him in the right way, just because of everything he's done his whole life for me. And it goes without saying, he's my hero. He's everything. So this is just how it should be. And now 13's retro, so no one should feel away. Now we got some swag that's retro. Feel good about that. I feel great about it.
You talked about giving back to the community, and you had your Nike Elite Camp this summer. How was that experience, bringing in those guys from around the area? And just being a part of the community, like you said.
we've been doing a lot of good. I feel like just like ever since I've been here, but especially in the past like 5 years, I think we've just picked up and focused on, as my team, just focused on a lot of things I'm into. And this summer I was able to have 2 camps. I was able to do my regular camp that I do again, and then have another special camp, with Nike's help. And both of those went very successfully. Like, it was great. I saw some talent. I think the talent just gets better every year for some weird reason. I get a lot of people coming back. They're getting better. They're motivated every year. And then at the Nike camp, those guys, I'm just trying to my goal was to make them feel uncomfortable. They're the top players where they're from. They're scoring 40 a game. I'm trying to make them feel a little uncomfortable. I only get like 4 or 5 hours with you. I'm trying to, put you through film, put you through drills. I ran them. Yeah.
I remember thinking about this as I would be at LeBron's camp many years ago, and he would take time very intentionally to get on the court. Like if you had 4 little games going on in a gym, he'd jump on the court with each one, sub into each one, just because it seemed like he wanted every kid on the court to be able to say, yeah, I ran up and down the court with LeBron James one time. Is that something you recognize matters to these kids, and you try to do similar things?
Yeah, especially in my regular camp that I have every year. It's just an experience for them. A lot of those kids go to our games a lot. I know some of them and their parents at this point, and I know that means a lot to them, just that any interaction with anybody. And some of my teammates came to the camp too, which is great. But that a little bit different than the Nike camp. I'm more just those kids I might see in a few years. So, I'm more hands-on and showing you a lot of things vocally, defensively. Like, if we're not doing something correctly, we're just going to stop in. I'm going to show you exactly what we need to be looking at, because the things I'm going to be teaching you are different from the things I'm teaching other kids. Like, you have to be dialed in on this. You have more of a responsibility, too. So,
Piggybacking on that, being more vocal, with you being an elder statesman at this point with this basketball team, will you be more comfortable? Is that something that you think is going to be asked of you, to be more vocal with what needs to be done in order for this team to have success? Because, realistically, you've seen it all. You've seen it from being at the top of the West. You've seen it as struggling during season. So you kind of know in some way what it takes to win. Will you be comfortable with imparting that to your teammates?
Yeah, I have a responsibility for that. Defensive prowess and talking, and especially defensively, just like being that leader, that anchor, getting everybody connected on that, I think is huge. Rebounding, continuing to improve on that, because I know, we have Zach, we have BC, but, I got to be that guy on the glass. So those are my responsibilities. I know scoring and all that stuff comes with just flow in the game and offense, and but just being that guy defensively, so they have someone to count on. Like, I got to be someone to count on. I'm older, like you said. Like, I got the rookies saying some stuff to me that it sounds crazy. You wouldn't even believe it, but.
Oh, I believe it. I've been there.
Yeah. They're showing me some Cedric was showing me some throwback songs. I can't believe it's a throwback to him.
One thing I wanted to ask, you're going into year 8. You mentioned how long you've been here. Do you have a favorite moment just over these past few years, like just a moment that stands out to you in the league?
Nothing beats winning in the playoffs. Yeah. So when we win in the playoffs, I don't think that high has been. I don't know. That's just, it's the maximum.
As good as it gets.
You play 82 games to get to that point, and then you see a team for maximum of 7 games. So you're seeing them all the time. It really gets personal over that time, you really want to win that. So that's what we're trying to get back to, just success in the postseason. You can't skip the regular season. It all matters, but you want to get to that.
One last thing before we get you out of here. I don't know how much you guys pay attention to it, but you're probably aware of it. You bump into it. You know, the ESPN rankings and other publication rankings and projections and where the Grizzlies are supposed to finish. And they're not as high heading into this season as they have been in previous seasons rather. Do you guys pay attention to it? Do you use it as motivation? Do you feel like this is a season where you need to remind the NBA that the Grizzlies are still a franchise with two of the best young players in the world?
Yeah, we need to remind everybody, and I think you asked me this, like, it's kind of deja vu. You asked me this, like, probably every year, and I think what's funny is, like, I don't remember what I said before, but, I mean, there's so many news outlets and publications. I can actually tell you I have no idea anymore because there's just so many. It's kind of overstimulating. So I feel like that's how I know I'm getting the unk level when I'm kind of like, oh, damn.
Well,
I don't even know what's what anymore, man. I don't know what's real.
When is training camp? Let's rock and roll.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I have a job to do. I do what I love. The other stuff, I mean, it comes. I'm not bitter about it. I'm not one of those people. I get everybody should have a platform to be great and make money and talk shit. It's nice, man. But I personally get lost, man. My phone's it's hard for me.
That sounds like a smart way to live.
Yeah. If I ever, if one day, God bless, I have kids and they want to show me stuff down the line, that's how it's going to be, man. I'm going to be one of those unks that just get the phone shown to them.
It's Jaren Jackson Jr. Appreciate you sitting down with us. Congrats on an awesome off-season. We look forward to seeing you back on the court.
Appreciate you, man.
Thanks.
Have a great season.
All right.
Get tickets, man. Get tickets.
That's Jaren Jackson Jr. He's taking the headset off.